Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Um, Hare Krishna, everybody. Please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for joining this morning program of our Sangha of Central New Jersey ISKCON. And I appreciate you all joining. Today we will talk about the festival that's coming tomorrow for all of us. It's one of our acharyas, Srila Narottama Das Thakur Maharaj's disappearance day. And I hope and pray that we all together in this Sangha for the next 1 hour will sing his glories and attract his blessings upon us for our sadhana. So I will begin by offering the invocation prayers. Om Jnanatimrandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Narottama Das Thakur Mahoday ki Jai. So, yeah, we will begin by singing one of the beautiful songs that Shri Narottam Das Thakur has written, and then we will proceed to talk.
Which bhajan, Mataji?
I am going to sing Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo Mohi.
Jai.
I just have to locate the song. Just bring it up here. I'm sorry, today I'm a little bit unorganized. Okay, I don't have the Katha actually. It's downstairs. Should I bring it quickly or what do you think, Prabhuji? Should I just go ahead?
No, you can go ahead. I'll bring it up.
Okay, thank you. So everybody, please gather yourself. I know we have other things going on in the house, but I hope and pray that we all join this moment to dive deep into the song of Srila Narottama Das Thakur and connect ourselves with the song's essence. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya koro more Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya koro more तुम बिन के दयालु जगत संसारे तुम बिन के दयालु जगत संसारे पतित पावना हेतु तब अवतार पतित पावना हेतु तब अवतार मोसामा पतिता प्रभु न पाइबे आरा मोसामा पतिता प्रभु न पाइबे आरा हा प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी हा प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपावलोकना करो আমি বড় দুঃখী কৃপাবলোকনা করো আমি বড় দুঃখী দয়া করো সীতাপতি অদ্বৈত গোসাই দয়া করো সীতাপতি অদ্বৈত গোসাই तव कृपा बले पाई चैतन्य निताई तव कृपा बले पाई चैतन्य निताई दया करो श्री आचार्य दया करो हा स्वरूप सनातनम रूप रघुनाथ हा स्वरूप सनातनम रूप रघुनाथ भट्ट जुग श्री जीव प्रभु लोकनाथ भट्ट जुग श्री जीव प्रभु लोकनाथ दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र संगा मांगे नरोत्तम दास रामचंद्र संगा मांगे नरोत्तम दास हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So Srila Narottam Das Thakur Mahashaya ki jai. I particularly chose this song because in this song his mood of the entire life is reflected, and his mood was that of separation and lamentation, missing all the acharyas, all the great personalities that are listed in this song, starting from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, the six Goswamis, and his associates, who were very dear to him. So, Srila Narottama Das Thakur was born while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was present on the earth. But Mahaprabhu disappeared in 1533, and Narottama Das Thakur was born in 1520. So he was available on earth for about 13 years when Narottama Das Thakur was growing up as a child. However, he did not have the opportunity to meet with him in his divine body, which was present on the earth. However, Narottama Das Thakur had a very vivid visits given to him by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his dreams. So in one sense, he was with Mahaprabhu, but on a physical bodily level, he never saw. And there are so many other acharyas that he missed, because as he kept on growing, they kept on leaving the world. So among the six Goswamis also, Narottama Das Thakur was in touch with Srila Jiva Goswami as his primary guru, as primary guide. But other five Goswamis, he did not get to meet with them. And his songs, his poems, they all reflect this mood of lamentation all the time. So I wanted to. There is so much we can talk. Actually, 1 hour is not enough, and I'm just not able to figure out where do I start. And it's that much overwhelming, the information about Narottama Das Thakur. Srila Prabhupada had a great reverence for Narottama Das Thakur. Srila Prabhupada always sang his songs, gave references to his songs in his classes, in his books. Uh, and Srila Prabhupada has mentioned that Narottama Das Thakur's songs are not different from Vedic Siddhanta. They are that deep and that elevated that Srila Prabhupada declared them to be non-different from the Vedic Siddhantas. So for us, it's a great opportunity to learn about Narottama Das Thakur, learn about its songs, because um, through these songs we can actually connect with these Vedic Siddhantas, especially the Gaudiya Vaishnava Bhakti Siddhantas. It's a very easy way because songs are always sweet and we can sing them, remember them all the time while we are doing our sadhana bhakti. So this was the position of Srila Narottama Das Thakur in the eyes of Srila Prabhupada, who is our main acharya. So as I mentioned, he appeared in 1520, and I will just read a couple of lines from here. He was a prince when he was born. He was born in a very rich family, very affluent family. He was a prince because his father, who was living at the bank of Padmavati River in the town of Gopalpur in present-day West Bengal, Bangladesh. And please correct me, Prabhuji, if I make any mistakes. Okay. So so his father was a great landlord and the king of that area, and they were extremely rich, extremely famous people. And Narottama Das Thakur was born in their family, and just like we have the story of Raghunath Das Goswami, coming from a greatly rich, wealthy family, landlord family. Similarly, Narottama Das Thakur also coming from a very wealthy, kingly family, and he was considered as the prince. But he appeared uh, in this wealthy condition, but since beginning his intelligence was very obvious, because when he went to school he was um, ekapati, which means whatever he learned he memorized immediately. And all his bodily symptoms also were very spiritual, in the sense his eyes were large and shaped like lotus petals, his arms were extended beyond his knees, and all the bodily symptoms of a Mahapurush were present. And he went to school, and he very quickly mastered, in a very short time, the Sanskrit grammar, poetry, rhetoric, and became expert in many different scriptures. But as he grew up, and claiming all these academic excellences, he also realized gradually that the worldly knowledge was useless. And unless there is Hari Bhajan, promotion of the Hari Bhajan, he would not see any benefit of anything in this world. And just very similar to Raghunath Das Goswami's story, that he wanted to leave the family and join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because by that time, as a child, he came to know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, and he kept on singing their glories all the time. Now, one important aspect of Narottama Das Thakur's life is that we, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes on this earth, consider mainly his prema, his Krishna prema, that he came to distribute to this entire world, and also to experience that Krishna prema. Now, Narottama Das Thakur is such a wonderful personality that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chose him to deliver this Krishna prema particularly, even though they were not present together on earth. So it is mentioned that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted to Lokanath Goswami, who is Narottama Das Thakur's guru, initiating Guru Maharaj, that one day one disciple of yours will come on this earth. And then Mahaprabhu, he went to Padmavati river and he left his Krishna Prema in the river. And he told Padmavati, which is a goddess, the not just the river, but the goddess behind the river, that one day my Narottama will come and you give this prema, which I'm giving it to you as a deposit, and you give it to him. So Padmavati asked, how do I know who is that person? So Mahaprabhu explained to her that when that person comes, you will rise and you will realize that this is the person. So when as a growing child, when Narottama Das Thakur one time visited Padmavati river gave him this Krishna prema and made him into the color of molten gold. So from that day on, Narottama Das Thakur acquired the color of molten gold for his skin. So we can see it's a miracle, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's miracle. It's not just the chamatkar, we call it chamatkar. It's not about the chamatkar, but the miracle is about the prediction that Mahaprabhu made that this person will come, and the choosing especially for delivering this Krishna prema, so that Narottama Das Thakur can distribute it further to the rest of the world. So these, and also later on we'll see his passing from this world of Narottama Das Thakur is also a miracle. So in this way, I call Narottama Das Thakur as a miracle of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So going back to the childhood story, so he heard the glories of Nityananda Prabhu and Gauranga Mahaprabhu as he was growing. He heard it from the other devotees, and his heart was filled with spiritual love and joy for them. And he constantly began to chant their names and aspire to meet with them, join them. So one day he had to cheat his family and he had to leave the home. He had to run away. So he ran away. He went to Vrindavan. He met Jiva Goswami, because Jiva Goswami was the only Goswami left behind at that time. So Narottama Das Thakur studied scriptures under the guidance of Jiva Goswami. He studied the scriptures of the other 5 Goswamis under his guidance. And then, as was predicted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he met his initiating spiritual master, who is Lokanath Goswami. And we all know the story, how much menial service Narottama Das Thakur did to gain the favor of his guru. Because Lokanath Goswami had decided that I will not make any disciple. However, he knew the prophecy made by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that at least that one person, one devotee, one great Vaishnava will come and I'll have to make him my disciple. So in this way, Narottama Das Thakur he won the heart of his guru by doing a very menial service of cleaning his toilet. And it was, in those days, it was all in the grass field. So it was a very, very difficult task, very menial task. And he did it without even declaring it to anybody. It was a very personal, confidential service he was doing only for gaining the attraction of his guru. And one day his guru did gain the attraction. He realized who is cleaning my toilet behind me, and this is a great princely person. And then his heart melted, and he realized that this is the person that Mahaprabhu told me that would be my disciple, and he accepted him. So this is a great lesson again in the life of Narottama Das Thakur as to what we could do to gain the attraction of our spiritual master and gain his mercy, or her mercy, I would say, because unless we have that mercy, the kripa of the guru, we do not proceed forward in our spiritual journey. And gaining the mercy, it may not happen in person. Like, we are not, very few of us, I would say, in our moment, are able to personally serve our Guru Maharajas. But there is this whole system available for us to serve our Guru Maharajas in different ways on a daily basis. And there is a way to attract their attention by our pure devotional sadhana bhakti. And so, remembering this particular lesson that Narottama Das Thakur has given to us by his life example about surrendering fully to our Guru Maharajas and follow the instructions. So, going back to the story, let me he went to Vrindavan Dham, and he met two of his very, very dear devotees there. Their names were Srinivas Acharya and Shyamananda Prabhu. And they, all three of them, were working under the guidance of Jiva Goswami for studying the scriptures. And oh my God, when did this phrase? 1 second, Prabhuji. Okay, I'm just trying to find out the. Okay, let me close. I'm just going to take a minute to close the file and reopen it so I can read to you properly. Sometimes my computer gives a little trouble, but I hope, yes, I'm here with you again. Just bear with me for a minute. So I mentioned that, so he met two of his very dear associates, Srinivas Acharya and Shyamananda Prabhu, and they all took instruction from Jiva Goswami. And Jiva Goswami told them that you must preach the message of Sriman Mahaprabhu far and wide. And taking the literatures of the Goswamis, you must quickly go to Bengal and begin preaching. So we have this very famous story where these three associates, Narottama Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, and Shyamananda Prabhu, they took the treasured scriptures of Goswamis. They just loaded these scriptures on the cart, and they began their journey to Bengal. And we know that these scriptures were stolen by a dacoit, but the dacoit realized that this is of no value to me. But somehow these scriptures were recovered by this team of three associates, and then they did a wonderful seva of distributing not only the literatures of Goswamis, but also Krishna Bhakti and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. So they are we say the first book distributors in our movement, and their enthusiasm and their examples are amazing. So it is also mentioned. Actually, I wanted to show you this book. I wanted to talk about a little bit about his poetry, his poems. So Narottama Das Thakur has written two very, very divine literatures of they are collection of his songs. And one book is called Prarthana, where we have most of our songs that we sing today. Sri Guru Charana Padma, Jay Anilo Premadhana, Gauranga Bolite Habe. All of these are coming from his two volumes. The one is called Prarthana, and the other one is called Prema Bhakti Chandrika. And what Narottama Das Thakur has done is that 6 Goswamis, they created the literature, the Bhakti literature in Sanskrit. And in order that this literature be available to the common people in their local language, the language of Bangla, Narottama Das Thakur has written these songs in such a way that the Goswami's literature is reflected in these songs, and people can actually sing these songs. on a daily basis learn these songs and actually learn the literature of the Goswami. So that is the level of his poems. And in these songs, there are three types of songs he has written. Okay, so one is called the Lalasamai Prarthana. What Lalasamai Prarthana means, the devotee who has actually given his or her heart to Krishna is singing these Lalasamai Prarthanas to even further attract Krishna's attention and his devotion. Then there is another type of songs that Narottama Das Thakur wrote. They're called some prarthanatmika prayers, which means these are the prayers he wrote especially for devotees like us, we can say, because we do not have the strong attraction for Krishna. So these songs are kind of lamentations that why my heart is not attracted to Krishna. How can it get attracted to Krishna bhakti? So those kind of that kind of mood in this um, type of songs that Narottama Das Thakur has brought. It's called some prarthanatmika prayers. And the third category of prayers that he wrote is called Danya Bodhika. And Danya Bodhika means also similarly that we are not able to do enough service to Krishna, not able to do proper genuine bhakti to Krishna, and the songs reflect lamentation and misfortune as to and why I'm not able to um, feel Krishna's presence when I take Krishna's name. So that kind of mood is there. So you can imagine that this is a very systematic way of presenting a poetry, which is like a classic example in this worldly literature, I would say. And this is how these poems of Narottama Das Thakur are reflecting not only the Goswami's literatures, but also our Gaudiya, our Vaishnava Siddhanta that is confirmed by Srila Prabhupada, that these songs are not different from Vaishnava Siddhanta or the Siddhanta that is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in this way, there was a very interesting incident that's mentioned in this book called Prarthana. I don't know how to say it to you, but anyway. So there's mentioned that one time Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was asked a question. He was asked that how can I develop my Krishna prema? And as Gaur Kishore Das Babaji was known for his minimum talk, he gave a very short answer. He said, you just spend like 5 cents. Maybe in those days, 5 cents was a big number, but he said 5 cents you just spend and you will get Krishna prema. So this person who asked the question got very bewildered. He said, how is that possible? He said, go to the market and buy these two books in 5 cents. One is called uh, Prema Bhakti Chandrika, and the other one is Prarthana. And these two are the books written by Narottama Das Thakur. You buy them, you read them, you study them, and you follow them, and you'll be good in your developing in your Krishna Bhakti. So this is the kind of level that these our previous acharyas have glorified for Narottama Das Thakur. And even Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Maharaj also used to regularly study and is to ask all his disciples to regularly study Narottama Das Thakur's literature and poetry. So now let's see. Narottama Das Thakur is also famous for, let me go back to the Word document, and if I see if anything interesting there, we can cover that. Yeah, so now we spoke that how his lamentation mood was prevailing all his life because he was missing devotees. Because he came to the earth much later on, and most of the devotees were going, they were leaving the planet Earth, right? So that's how he visited all the most important pilgrimage places of the previous acharyas. He visited Vrindavan Dham, he visited West Bengal and Jagannath Puri, and each place he would go and he would relate to the acharya who has already left the world. So in this way, one day he came to meet with Srimati Janva Mata and Shri Vasudha, who were the the consorts of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu had already gone; he had already left the planet. So when Narottama Das Thakur came to Sri Janva Mata, she came to know who this person is. This person has received the mercy of Lokanath Goswami and Jiva Goswami, and she in turn bestowed her mercy upon Narottama Das Thakur. It is mentioned that. And also later on, Narottama Das Thakur, he did a very pioneering effort for our movement. 50 years after Mahaprabhu left the planet, Narottama Das Thakur began the first Gaur Purnima festival. So in Keturi Gram. And he really made known to the entire world the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through this beginning of this festival. So today, when we celebrate Gaur Purnima, we have to thank Narottama Das Thakur for starting this. This is how it was. So let me check what else is there. Well, oh, yeah. Now I wanted to talk about how Narottama Das Thakur left this world. It's very interesting. And I remember in my Maharashtra saints, one of the saints, he also had a similar story, and I really connected with Narottama Das Thakur's story, how he left the world. So it's very interesting. And especially because tomorrow is the disappearance day, his disappearance day. So it would be interesting to know about the mystical way in which he left the body. So Narottama Das Thakur was constantly absorbed in singing the glories of Gauranga and Nityananda. And then he was lamenting for missing all the acharyas previous to him and contemporary to him. And this is how actually even his most dear associate, Srinivas Acharya, also left. And at that time, Narottama Das Thakur wrote this song, Jaya Nilo Premadhana, Karuna Prachur. So this song we sing whenever we have a Vaishnava departing from us, and also on disappearance days of our previous acharyas. So this is, again, a very pioneering, important song that he wrote, because with the help of this song, we can actually connect with our previous acharyas on these days, and we can try to acquire the mood that is expressed in this song, and also in that way get deeper in our desire to associate with these previous acharyas some other time in some other place. So in this way, when his time was up, when he wanted to end his present earthly presence, he went to the bank of Ganga River, and he ordered his devotees to perform kirtan, because by that time he was the spiritual master for many disciples. He gave initiations to many disciples, and he went to take darshan of Ganga Devi, and he entered into the waters, and he ordered his disciples who were around him to pour the waters of Ganga River over his body. And everybody was immersed in Sankirtan. Side by side, everybody was singing. And as the Kirtan went on, and as they kept on pouring Ganga water on his body, Narottama Das Thakur's body, they found that his body was melting. It was melting like milk. And Narottama Das Thakur was absorbed in chanting the names of Krishna, and he was just ending the existence of his material body in this way by melting it down in the river Ganga. And the devotees, they were astonished. They could not know what to do. So they collected the water, because it was like a milk, it was milk. So they collected that milky water, and then they brought it to his, they used it for his samadhi. So in this way, Narottama Das Thakur, he ended his pastimes. And that's how we are celebrating his disappearance day tomorrow, which is the Krishna Panchami of the month of Kartika. Now, let me see if I can share any more details. Um, um, no, it's 8:40. um, so, Prabhuji, did I cover everything, and did I make any mistakes? Please correct me, because this is pretty a last minute preparation from my side, and I think I I shared whatever I had gathered earlier. So anybody else would like to add something that I missed or I did not mention that they know about Narottama Das Thakur? And also, before that, I would like to say two things. So then later on, we can open the floor. Two things are like this, that the way Narottama Das Thakur created the literature and his in his poetry, it affects our movement in a very deep way. Because as I mentioned earlier, according to Prabhupada, it is non-different from Vaishnava Siddhanta, and all the literature of the Goswamis, 6 Goswamis, is reflected in his poems. So in this way, when we think deeply, so long as our Hare Krishna movement will go on this planet Earth, and Mahaprabhu has predicted that it will go on for 10,000 years, um, so long this goes on planet Earth, the glories of Narottama Das Thakur and his songs will remain with us. So this is the impact that he has created. And this is definitely a divine impact, because it is said that he was no other than Chamaka Manjari in the pastimes of Srimati Radharani, who took birth as Narottama Das Thakur. So that is how Narottama Das Thakur is playing the role in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan Andolan. And so long as we have the Hare Krishna movement on planet Earth for next 10,000 years, the glories of Narottama Das Thakur's songs will be sung. His songs will be sung, his glories will be sung. And in this way, devotees will make use of these songs for developing their bhakti. And the other part, I wanted to mention that these acharyas, the previous acharyas, the Shad Goswamis, they are all available to us in different ways, through their literature, through their poems, through their life examples, for us to develop our sadhana bhakti. So if we really connect with them on these, especially on these particular days of their appearances or disappearances, or if we really deeply connect with their songs, because you feel those songs are written for me, and you feel the bhav it is explained in those songs, and you feel like you can utilize that bhav in your own sadhana bhakti, then it might be a good idea to also mentally place these acharyas on our altar in the house, in our home, where we have Radha Krishna and Gaurnitai. These we can mentally invite these acharyas to come and sit on that altar, and we can pray to them. We can pray for inspiration from them, and not only pray to them, but also try to live those songs. So when we sang this song in the beginning, Kabe Shri Chaitanya More Karibe na Daya, so all of that we can try to inculcate in our mood, and see what they acharyas like Narottama Das Thakur wrote in their poems, explaining their own lamentation, we can make use of that and try to inculcate that mood of lamentation and separation and eagerness to rejoin these acharyas so that we can continue to develop our bhakti. So that's just one personal thought I had, that how we can cultivate even our guru bhakti, because we have um, this exemplary uh, story of Narottama Das Thakur attracting the attention of his guru and serving to the most menial level, surrendering 100% to his guru. So this is my humble, reflection, that we can make use of these Acharya songs, and we can um, seek for their mercy every day, and especially on their special days, or especially when we really connect with some of the songs. So that's my very humble presentation. It was definitely full with imperfection. So I know so many of you already know a lot. So please rectify me if I made any mistake, or especially if I miss any important pastime of Narottama Das Thakur or any aspect of his exemplary life. Then please share that with me. And also, I would say, uh, Krishna, Naman, Prabhu, please take a lead and show whatever we have not covered so far.
I think you touched upon most of the things. I think the question will be then from the lessons from Narottam Das Thakur. I probably want to touch upon the last line of that verse which we sang, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Last line is Ramachandra Sangamage Narottam Das. How do we get there? What is so special? What has happened? How come Narottam Das Thakur's consciousness is fully absorbed in taking the association of Ramachandra Kaviraj? What is so special about Ramachandra Kaviraj? What exactly did he do? What is his service look like to Srivas Acharya? The special pastime has happened between his wife is asking what's happening with Srinivas Acharya here. So he's not talking, he's not doing anything last few days. So then Ramchandra Kaviraj is going and finding out what's happening with my guru. Coming back, he's also immersed in another service. So a special personality. So how do we get there? This kind of service attitude, how do we develop that attachment to Lord Gauranga? And so we can pinpoint there on that particular about Ramachandra Kaviraj, if you can share something, from our practical experience from our proper teachings, so that will be helpful.
Yeah, Prabhuji, you share that. It's good, and you already shared a lot. So please continue.
Others can share as well.
Yes.
That is my, so whenever they look at that song, whenever I look at Panchatattva, so that particular song resonates for me. Look at various examples. It's not Narottam Das Thakur and Ramchandra Kaviraj. That association, that kind of intensity, the fire of Krishna consciousness is not only at that time, but even now. When you look at Jayananda Prabhu, Srila Prabhupada's favorite disciple, that intensity, the fire is there even now also. So we have to cling to that. We have to look to that association, and we have to inspire each other. We have to serve each other. So, like Ramachandra Kaviraj did to his guru. So, why it is taking so long for us to come out from this kind of consciousness? So, we have to reflect. That is the internal meaning of this particular song, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. All the way he's crying, unlimitedly crying, from all the way from starting from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to through six Goswamis. And this is the mood Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is exhibiting as well. He's crying and writing Chaitanya Charitamrita. He's not writing just some philosophically. He's writing with so much tears in his eyes, and his love is, and that is, still Prabhupada is also writing in that way. His heart touching rendering in these books. And so that means we have to really pay attention to Prabhupada's each and every verse of his books. Study. That means the lesson is spend time with Prabhupada books. If you want to come to the this level of consciousness, what Narottam Das Thakur had for Ramchandra Kaviraj, then we have to spend minimum half an hour a day reading Prabhupada books very scrutinizingly. Then we can understand how much Prabhupada's love is there and how to come there. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult. It becomes so monotonous in our devotion. Not a single tear will come when we chant, when we are in front of Prabhupada. So that is our right now. That is our problem. So we have to do a lot. That means we all have to read. We have to make sure we inspire our kids to read as well, especially when they are young. By that, inspiring each other, we have to start reading. If any of you are not reading, please pick up the books of Prabhupada every day night or morning, half an hour, minimum half an hour a day. Without, it's not a single day should go by without reading Prabhupada books for half an hour at least. If you all do that, then more and more souls will come and join us. That is the secret of success. If we don't do that, we are not inspiring ourselves, then we can't inspire others either. So everything is that mercy and the everything is there in Prabhupada books. Everything will come. Prabhupada will arrange everything. Souls will come naturally. We participate in his so the way he has spent his energy in Prabhupada books. So that's my 2 cents on that particular thing. Last time.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for bringing up this very important point and very inspiring. Anyone else would like to say anything? Any comment, any reflection? I have a very interesting another song of Narottama Das Thakur that maybe if nobody is saying anything, we can sing the song in another 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, please go ahead. Which song is that,
So
Mataji?
this is Gauranga Bolite Habe.
Jaya. Yeah. Okay, we'll.
So this song will fall into the category of Danya Bodhika. As I mentioned before, Danya Bodhika is the lamentation for not being able to do enough in Krishna Bhakti. So it says Danya Bodhika mood is that you feel yourself not capable enough for being able to feel Krishna when you chant Krishna's name.
Prabhupada
So
himself has sung and gave the purport in
yes,
1969.
yes.
Yeah.
So Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira hari hari bolite nayane babenira আর কেন নিতাই চন্দে করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মোরা কবে তুচ্ছ হবে বিষয়া ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মানা কবে হাম হেরাবো Shri Vrindavanam Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoibe Akuti Kabe Hama Bujabo Sejugala Pariti Rupa Raghunatha Pade Rahumora Asa প্রার্থনা করো এ সদা নরোত্তম দাস গৌরাঙ্গা বলিতে হবে পুলকা শরীরা হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে বাবে নীরা. So we can also read the meaning. When will that opportune moment come to us? When there will be shivering of the body as soon as we chant Lord Gauranga's name. While chanting Hare Krishna, when will there be tears in my eyes? When will I obtain the mercy of Lord Nityananda Chandra? When, by his mercy, will the desire for material enjoyment become very insignificant? When the mind is completely purified, being freed from material anxieties and desires, then I shall be able to understand Vrindavan and the conjugal love of Radha and Krishna. And then my spiritual life will be successful. When shall I be very much eager to study the books left by the six Goswamis, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami? By their instruction, I shall be able to properly understand the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. My only aspiration is to attain the lotus feet of the six Goswamis, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami. Narottama Das constantly prays to attain their lotus feet. So it's a very enlightening song that we can connect every day, because this, as Krishnananda Prabhu was mentioning, that reading the books of Srila Prabhupada is the right way to go forward to understand these moods of the previous acharyas, and that way go closer to Krishna Bhakti and attain the mercy of Sri Gauranga Shri Nityananda. So yeah, thank you for tolerating my song, singing. Any other reflections on this song? Anybody else sings this song on a regular basis? I really connected this song a lot, so that's why I wanted to sing it.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank
Yeah.
you so much for the nectar of Narottam Das Thakur. This, like, miss tomorrow it disappears day. So we come to know a lot of things when we have class about them. So it's Guru Vandana also we sing every day. So that is also Narottam Das Thakur Mataji, because I think
No. So Sarda Bandala
Guru Vandana means Prabhupada Aarti.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Prabhuji, is it Narottam Das? Narottama Das? Lokanatha Lokare Jivana, we sing in that, right?
Oh, we have this Sri Guru Charana Padma written by Narottama Das Thakur.
We can sing Mataji, that is Guru Vandana. It's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, that's all. You want to sing, you can sing Sri Guru Charana Padma.
Yeah, we can sing together, Mataji.
Okay, sure. 1 second.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhagati Sadma Bando Mui Savadhana Mate Jahara Prasadeva ये भवतरिया जा कृष्ण प्राप्ति हो जा होते गुरुमुख पद्म वाक्य चित्ते करिया हर ना करी हो मन आशा उदान गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति जे प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा मेघ में प्रभु संग दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशी हो, प्रेम भक्तीच्या होते अविद्या विनाश जाते, वेदांचा रचवी हो, श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधू अधम जनार बंधू, लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना, हा हा प्रभु करो दया, देहो मोरे पद छाया, हा हा प्रभु करो दया, देखो मोरे पद शुक्र त्रिभुवन, शिल पतित पावन, दुई पदे लोयलो शरण, जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद. Mataji, everybody will sing forever this Guru Vandana means Prabhupada.
Yes.
Morning. So Bharattam Das Thakur will be always in our heart.
Mm.
In the morning. And so amazing, so nice words. If we go through these words, so nice. Like we feel our Guru inside when we sing this.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole purpose, right? That we connect with our Guru Maharaj's much deeply with the help of these songs.
And you mentioned about his very minimal service, like to get that Guru, right? We are very fortunate, Mataji, having all these achar for life, this parampara. So nice. And our starting of days also starts with such a nice glorification, which makes our day and life also beautiful. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for so much for kind of bringing everything in conclusion, like as a summary of everything. Thank you.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna. And I guess we can.
Sorry, I have to end it soon because I'm on the production deployment call on office.
Yes.
So I will make quick announcement unless anybody has question, Mataji.
No, I think we concluded. Yeah.
Okay. So see you all. This is a special month Damodar program. So please join. Try to take as much association as possible at the temple. Sunday, please program. See you all in the evening. Tomorrow is Narottam Das Thakur's appearance. Mataji told Thursday is Radha Kund appearance day / Bahulashmi. Very, very important day. Starting from Mangalarti to, as much possible, more and more taking Krishna conscious activities. And Govardhan Puja, Annakut, Diwali will be celebrating November 3rd. Please note it. That is Sunday. Actual day is Friday is Govardhan Puja. Diwali is 30th and 31st. On our calendar, there is Dhanteras. The timings are mentioned. Lakshmi Puja time we will mention again, post it again in the group soon. So those are the upcoming announcements, upcoming events, dates. And if you like to do any Damodar Puja at your home, please contact one of us. It can be a simple program, doesn't need to be so elaborate. Main thing is offering ghee lamps or any kind of lamp to Radha Damodar. So it can be just have a kirtan and a small, that is the main thing. Don't need to worry about too much, prasadam, how will I arrange this and that. So the idea is to give Krishna consciousness more and more to others and giving distribution of Prabhupada books. This is the key. Don't forget that. Prabhupada wanted Prabhupada books to be even displayed at temple as well. Everywhere, the programs. And so please remember that and try to do that. And that will please Sri Prabhupada. That will be the best thing we can do during this Damodar month. Okay, with that, we'll conclude. Pancha Kalpatarubhyasya.
Prabhasya Kripa Sindhubhyascha.
Naam Pavani Vaishnavi.
Ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Jai.